Jerusalem, what did he see? Did he see a crowd greeting him with joy? Yes. Did he see hearts hoping for a Redeemer, a Messiah? Yes. Did he see also the sins of the people? Did he see the broken hearts in the crowd? Did he see the suffering of the people? Did he know their deepest pains and anxieties? Yes, yes, yes. But he kept moving past them. He kept walking beyond them, or in this case, riding beyond them, past all those people, not because he did not care, but because he did. And when he saw so much pain and so many hopes for a Redeemer, he kept going. Because he knew the only way for him to save the world was to accept upon himself the guilt of us all. To, in a sense, swallow all of the pain and all of the hurt that human beings had or ever will experience. And as that weight is placed upon his shoulders in the cross, the spiritual power of death that human beings have experienced since the beginning of time is now broken. Yes, Christ walks also into our world today. He walks into Oviedo, Geneva, Chuluota, Winter Springs, Orlando, and he sees our hopes. He sees our pains. He sees our frustrations. He sees the angry mob. He sees the joyful crowd. He sees it all, and he keeps walking. Where is he going? But to the cross, to Calvary, which is our only hope. There's a story that comes from the ancient church of Peter at the end of his ministry. When things were getting rough in Rome, he begins to flee, and he's leaving Rome, and the Lord appears to him on the road. And Peter asks him, and Jesus is heading towards Rome, "Lord, where are you going?" And he says, "I am going to Rome to be crucified for you again." And with that, Peter turns around and embraces his cross. My brothers and sisters, we are a people of the cross and the resurrection. The cross leads us to the resurrection. There is no other way. Why? Because in the cross, we see the ultimate gift of self-sacrifice, of giving one's own blood out of love for people who are not able to save themselves. And in that, suffering is redeemed. In and of itself, we know that suffering is not good. But when it's offered in love, united to Jesus on the cross, it becomes a pleasing sacrifice. It becomes beautiful. And so for us, the cross has been made beautiful. Suffering, human suffering is made beautiful because God has embraced it himself and raised it up to a new level. And so, are we ready to follow the way of the cross? Or do we prefer another platform in life, another philosophy, another ideology, another solution to the evils we experience in our world today, or to the hopes we have for ourselves or humanity? For God, it is clear, in Jesus Christ, our standard is the cross. And even as we see all of the things in our world today, the solution has not changed. It is the cross that saves us. And when Christ sees the sins of the world, he does not condemn it, but upon the cross reveals his judgment, which is mercy, which is accepting upon himself the sins of us all. How can we not do the same with one another? And when we see each other's faults, when we see the struggles that people have in our lives, let us not condemn them, nor retaliate, nor even necessarily say a word, but instead go to the cross ourselves and be crucified with Jesus out of love for them. And in that self-sacrifice, God will raise us up to a new life of the resurrection. This is the love that saves the world.